Evening guys, Shaky Jake here from Only Bulls and Tossers. First of all, good evening. As you can see, I'm repping my annual Christmas Eve PJs with my family, wife and kids. I hope you're doing the same and having a fantastic Christmas Eve, ready for the big guy coming. We hope he's bringing you lots of darting goodies. So up next, we've got a video. It's going to be a part 1 of part 3 video. So the part 1 video up next is going to be Only Bulls and Tossers versus Tom Sykes, one leg of 501. And part 2 is going to be the 9 dart challenge, and part 3 is going to be a challenge specifically made for Tom. It's called Truth or Darts. Please watch till the end. Let us know what you think. Like, subscribe, then head over to our social channels in the new year to see how we can be in a chance to win Tom Sykes' signed darts, 22 gram unicorn globals. Again, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. We will see you in the new year for more videos. Keep darting. Welcome, a very merry welcome that is, to a 3-part special. Part 1 being Only Bulls and Tossers versus Tom Sykes. Game on. Welcome, Tom. How are you doing? How's life away from the hockey?
Yeah, it's good, mate. Just moved into a new house, like you say, but yeah, it's good.
Good days. Yeah, you just mentioned you've moved into a new house. How are we settling in?
Yeah, it's still a bit of work to do, but yeah, it's going to be all right. Should be done for early next year, hopefully.
Smashing. And have you got a practice room yet?
I have, but again, that's still got a bit of work to do in it. But it's got a dartboard up now, so I can play. So
Happy days. So, Tom, how do you manage your dart schedule and balance it around your work life and your personal life, particularly moving into a new home? Sounds pretty relentless.
It is very relentless. I don't really know how I do it, to be fair. My girlfriend's pretty good with it. She tells me where I am and where I'm going. I just turn up and play, really.
Great. Tom, before we move on to the next game against the one and only Lee Potts, can you talk about your career so far and where it all started and your journey about Yorkshire and England and modus experiences, etc.?
It started off, I literally got called by my dad to play at a local pub team because they were short. And then after that, I went down to my dad's mate's bar every week to play darts and play in a league. And then I started off at the pub team, like I say, and I got called up for Yorkshire Youth. Went through the youth, played on the youth tour. Yeah, and then Yorkshire County Men's captain now, and England call up last year, and now modus and everything else. So yeah, it's going pretty well.
That's great. You must be proud of yourself then.
Yeah. I've still got a long way to go to be where I want to be at, but yeah. And
what's your plan next? Are you off to Q School in January, or?
Yeah, Q School's paid for already. Entries are in, everything's sorted. So yeah, hopefully pro next year.
Oh, nice one. We'll move on to the second game then. In a minute, when you're ready, Popsy. We're redoing Jace's, aren't we? Yeah, we'll move on to the second game then. Lee Coffee Pots versus Tom Sykes. You're off whenever you're ready, Popsy. There you go.
Yep.
45. 91. Same start as last time, huh? 9. 180. 37. 81. 45. 85. 27. Tommy require 64. 32. 66. Tommy require 32. 2. So Tom, this year you signed with Unicorn. Unicorn, one of the biggest names when it comes to the darting world. Can you tell us about your emotions when they approached you and what it's like to share the same name as big as Unicorn with the likes of Gary Anderson, James Wade and Ross Smith?
Yeah, it's great. I've always used, well, not always, but when my first couple of sets of darts were always Unicorn stuff. And my biggest thing when I first started playing darts were always to get my own darts coming out. So yeah, it's been a good year as well, to be fair.
And your darts have recently been released, haven't they? Can you tell us a bit more where we can get them from and etc. The weights and that?
Yeah, they got released a couple of weeks ago. You can get them from most places, most dart shops online, but they only come in 22 grams. So I'm only small, so I need light darts. But they only come in 22 grams at the minute. But I'm not sure what's happening with obviously other weights and stuff. But yeah, 22 at the minute.
Nice. And we would be privileged to do a review on them. Is that any chance we could do that potentially?
Yeah, definitely. I'll get you a set sorted out.
Thank you. So everyone around these parts know you, Tom, and seen the potential in you as long as they've known you. But for now, for us all to see your heads in naming headlights and people from all over talking about you, it must be overwhelming and a proud time for you.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to be mentioned and known. But you also got to keep your head really straight when you're playing. I know, obviously, like you say, a lot of people from round here talk about me and stuff now, but it is what it is. You've got to learn to deal with it.
Great, Tom. And before we move on to the next game, have you got any hints and tips and guides for up and coming striving players, best practice routines, and amount of time you spend practicing?
Well, I'm not really one to mention time for practicing because I don't really practice, but yeah, I'd just say to any striving players, I would just practice as much as you can. That's mainly. But I'm that busy with playing all the time. I don't really get a chance to practice. But
so your advice is, Tom, don't do what I do.
Yes.
So
do opposite to what
having
I do.
said that, locally, is there anywhere where young players can come and have a game and have a practice?
Yeah, there's ADC vaults every Wednesday night, and obviously you can get. There's loads of different Barnsley competitions, bowling club competitions, stuff like that, where you can go and affect your game.
Keep an eye out on our socials for our up and coming events across 2025. Sanctioned by the ADC, we've got Friday nights at the Green Bowling Club in Castleford, and also we have got unique and special comps from likes of Royal Rumble into fancy dress comps. Bit of fun, so we'd love to see you there if you could make it. Thank you. So, are these off?
It's more than last time.
54.
Oh no.
$45. 69. 97. 82, 84, 82. No good on that. 60.
I'm under it, yeah, no.
Gosh, now, Tom.
I'm under it.
$44. 99. 59. 60. 40. 108. 47. Tom require 32. No score. Ryan, you require 106. $40. Tom, you require 32. In one. Good game, good game.
Well, this is a right setup, this, isn't it? Game on. $45, bit of order, please. $57. $43.
Does anything look familiar? Remind you of Ali Pali this year?
60. $81. $140. $45. $140. $60. 104 throwing. 90. 57. Tommy require 14. Eight. Jace require 110. .44. 6 throwing. No score. 126 throwing. It is exactly. 34. 6 throwing. 2 scored. 34.
You do that to show me where
And
it
if you haven't noticed what Jason Barker's wearing, Castleford Tigers colours with the badge, adopted by Modus,
score.
Paul Nicholson and the guys down at
58
Modus
throwing.
Super Series. For Tom, the Castleford Tiger.
I knew you were going to do that.
56. Game shot. This one's going colder. He's turned it off, Malik. So they're only buying 1 pint. I tell you that it's not down.
Head's on there.
Make sure we get that in. 180. Oh, the fuck are you talking to? You've got to do Matty's face that I got. Oh, right, back to back.
We were on foot 9, but I fucking ruined it.
Boom! Who are you? Who are you?
I'll mention Q School then. Like I was talking to you, I basically mentioned what I spoke to you about the other day. Back. Right, Tom. So obviously you've mentioned Q Schools on the agenda for January.
Yep.
Obviously we know you were there last year. Probably a bit disappointed of obviously knowing yourself. After the year you've had, then obviously becoming a Modus superstar, winning 3 weekly titles, 2 Champions League finals. Do you think it were probably the best for you to maybe have a year like you've had to go back and have another crack in January?
Yeah, I feel like I've played. I didn't play my best at Q School. I've not been for a few years, and you could tell. My game was so far off. But like you say, after the year I've been here, there, and everywhere, playing as much as I can. And obviously at the Modus you've seen, I've done pretty well. So yeah, my game's in pretty much the best place it's ever been. So hopefully, taking that into January, I think I'll be all right.
Are you going there with a lot of pressure on yourself, or are you just going relaxed? Obviously, we know there's other ways now to get tour cards. You look, Connor Scott this year, going on challenge tours, doing really well. Modus like yourself. Are you going in putting pressure on yourself, wanting to get the tour card early, or are you going in relaxed, knowing you could have another great 12 months like you have done? And
yeah, there's no pressure on me. There's no pressure on me whatsoever. I'm going in with no pressure. Obviously, my game's good enough. I know my game's good enough to get there if I want to. But yeah, I'm not bothered if I don't. I've got other avenues to explore, like Modus again. I'll be back there sometime next year. There's all the ADC tours to do. There's WDF to do. There's plenty of money to be made in the amateur game now, so it's not really be all and end all if you get one. Obviously, I'd like to be on the tour full time and that to be my job, but Yeah, there's no pressure on me to get one. Obviously, like I say, I've still got a lot of more stuff to do. If not,
Beautiful. Let me think of some more questions. Shit.
He's no Brian Dawson, Ryan, is he? You got to admire
So
the
obviously
kid
then,
though,
Tom,
he's
you've done
trying.
mowed us plenty of times this year, and you're now famous for the funky shirts.
yeah.
Where did the design come from? Is it something you thought about yourself? Has somebody been helping you?
Yeah, well, the guys from Unicorn made the little guy, and I absolutely love it. But we've just got on board with EV2, so they're doing my new shirts for next year. So yeah, nice.
Obviously, we know
really
you
nice
saved
and
this
comfy.
one for finals night down at Champions Week. Is this one available to buy anywhere? Is this something that people could obviously look at getting? And
Yeah, it'll be available. Well, it's available to buy now, but we've not got many left. But he's getting more stock in for next year, so it'll be probably available early in January.
very good. Ready for your game, gents?
Born ready. After that 26, I'm born ready.
Right, hang on. Chelsea, just come on. Just come around here and check I'm on this camera because it's really awkward where I'm stood. Jace, he's got outside and come back with shot back inside.
Right.
Yeah. What? Is that for off then?
Yeah.
I thought it would be. What we got? 100. $60. $85. $100. $60. $57. $58. $58. $94. $84. $100. 84, mate. $94.
Oh, well played.
76. 20 throwing.
Don't miss Jake because I'm hitting ball.
No.
Can't believe you just beat